lovely viewers all over the world. Today, we'll be talking about mathematics as subject, and we still continue with our metrics. I think we've talked about the introduction to metrics, as in teaching the basic principles of metrics, the addition and subtraction of metrics, multiplication of metrics, transpose of metrics. So today, I want to talk about determinants of 2 by 2 matrix. 2 by 2 matrix. There is also determinants of 3 by 3 matrix. But today I will only restrict the teaching to 2 by 2 matrix. How you can even enter what they call, it can even fall into the quadratic equation. Like told us while I was doing the introduction that you can use uh, matrix to solve simultaneous equations. So today we'll talk about the determinants. Determinants determinants of 2 by 2 matrix. 2 by 2 matrix, meaning that you are going to have two rows and two columns. That's the meaning of that order. That's 2 by 2 matrix order. Let's assume that if P is equal to, let's say, 3, 4, 5, 7, then we have Q is equal to minus 3, minus 2. Let's say this is 2, and let's say 1 and 1. So the question is determine 1. And let's I forget, when you hear determinants, if I write matrix like this is P equals to, because this is just capital P with this matrix. If I say, okay, do PQ, you know what to do, meaning P times Q, you know how to carry out the operation. But when you are talking about determinants, when they say determine the determinants of P, that P will be written with two lines like this. So when you see two lines like this, it means the determinants of P. This P is different from ordinary P. So P is just what? The matrix. Then determinants of P is with these two lines. So they are different things entirely. This is the matrix. Then you can have, after you have operated on this matrix, you can get the determinant depending on the question you are being asked. So like this question now, question A says find the determinant P. Let's say A determinant P, B determinant Q, C determinant P, let's say plus Q. I can say P minus Q. Any I can say P plus 2Q. Any I can play around it. So my own is just to get the principle, solve it, and you are good to go. So you have your P to be equal to 3, 5, 7. The elements to be 3, 5, 4, 7. For Q, the elements are minus 3, minus 2, 2, and 1. You want to determine P. So to determine P, very simple and straightforward. Determinant of P can easily be done as what? You multiply, I told you always start from the first one. You multiply this, the diagonal. Can you see the way I've drawn the arrow? Multiply 3 and 7. Then you now subtract the product of this one from it. Meaning I have 3 times 7. You use your bracket always, please, so that you can avoid the mistakes of sign. 3 times 7 minus, open the bracket, that is what? 4 times 5. So you have 3 times 7 to be what? 21. 21 minus what? 20. So this is equal to what? 1. So as simple as that. So the determinant of P is equal to what? 1. So if I want to do for Q, what is Q? Determinant of Q will now be what? Like I said, you first multiply this by this. This has to come first before this one, because this one is starting it. This minus this times this. So you have minus 3 times 1. Always use your brackets to differentiate when multiplying or expanding. So you have minus 2 times minus 2. So it's as simple as this. So you now have determinant Q is equal to minus 3 times 1 is minus 3. So you now have minus into bracket 2 times 2, that's minus 4. We have determinant Q to be equals to minus 3. Minus times minus is equal to what? Plus. So you have minus 3 plus 4. So determinant Q is equal to what? 1. So this is equal to what? 1. And the question says P plus Q. So C, P, determinant P plus determinant Q is equal to what's determinant P? 1. What determinant Q? 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to what? 2. So simple. Very, very simple. And we are done with it. So, in fact, I can even give us, though that one is very common in, what they call it, JAMB questions. They will just give you a singular matrix that you should determine it. Let me give us a singular matrix, then you determine it. So just be very careful. You can see the way I'm using signs in matrix, where you have to have capital letter, where you have signs, line beside the capital. Let's say I have A is equal to, let's say minus 2, 2, then minus 3, 6. So the question I say, find the determinant of A. So the determinant of A, don't forget, that will be A. We have 2 lines beside it. So for us to solve this, it's very, very simple. So don't forget this versus this. Or let me even let the question go further. Let me run this. I want to increase the question again. I don't want to ask only determinants. Let me ask from the last class that we did. So do question A. You do determinants of A. Question 2, do A transpose. A transpose determinant. So I want to refresh our brain again. So if I want to do a determinant, that will be what is equal to, you first multiply this by this, that is minus 2 times 6. Use your bracket. Minus, then you multiply this by this, that is minus 3 times 2. So you're going to have A determinant is equal to minus 2 times 6, that is minus 12. Then this is minus into bracket minus 3 times 2, that's minus 6. So you have minus 12 minus times minus, which is plus. So this is equal to minus 12 plus 6, that's minus 6. So that's the answer. So the last said find A transpose determinant. So if I say A transpose determinant, just follow me. A transpose determinant. A transpose determinant. So for A transpose determinant, it means that I'll first of all do the transpose of this. And we want to do transpose of 2 by 2. It means that this one will come here, while this one will climb up. So A transpose is equal to minus 2. So this one will climb up. This one will now be minus 3. And this one will climb down. So we have 2, 6. So this is a matrix. This is A transpose. Then after, since you have gotten the A transpose, then you can now go ahead and solve for the A transpose determinant. So A transpose determinant will now be equals to, don't forget, like this. Minus 2 times 6. Minus 2 times 6. Use your bracket, don't forget. Minus, then you go this way. 2 times minus 3. Into bracket 2 times minus 3. So you're going to have minus 2 times 6, that is minus 12. Minus into bracket 2 times minus 3, that's minus 6. So you're going to have minus 12. Minus times minus, that's plus 6. So minus 12 plus 6. So what minus 12? That's what? Minus 6. So you remember the other time we got minus 6. So it means that A matrix is equal to its what? Its transpose. When you are doing the 2 by 2 matrix, that's just to prove something. We are not here to prove anything. We just give you a question. Your own is to solve. Whichever thing you are being asked, be ready to solve. So let me just give us another one to solve. Another problem that can even lead us to quadratic equation. Let me give us a problem that can lead us to quadratic equation. Let's say you have, let me just take up one question. Let's say we have, let's say we have 2 minus y. Let's do this. 2 minus y. Let's say 2. Okay, we have minus 5. Then we have 1 plus 3x is equal to 0. Fine. So the question is, find the value of x. Find x. Find x. So we want to solve for this. Find x. Just the same way. If you look at this matrix, the question is, what is the order of this matrix? Very simple. The order of this matrix, how many rows do you have? You have 2 rows, row 1, row 2. How many columns? So this is a 2 by 2 matrix. So you first treat it the way you find the determinant. So you use determinant to solve for questions like this. So by the time you do the determinants, you're going to have, you first multiply this by this. So you have minus, this is minus 5 times 2, use your brackets, don't forget, minus 2 minus x. Oh, sorry. I said you first multiply like this. You first multiply, this is the first treatment. Multiply like this first before you go this. So you have 2 minus x, use your brackets, the 1 plus 3x, minus, because it's determinant that you can use to solve this kind of question, minus into brackets 2 times minus 5 is equal to 0. You can see it's already forming something. So let's expand. You take this one to open this bracket. You take this one to open this bracket. So if I take this 2, it will now be 2 into bracket 1 plus 3x, then minus x into bracket, same bracket again, 1 plus 3x, then minus 2 times minus 5, that is into bracket minus 10, is equal to 0. So let's expand. 2 times 1, 2, plus 6x, this is minus x, minus 3x squared. Then this, minus times minus, that's plus 10 is equal to 0. You can now see this is now what? A quadratic expression. How do you know that it's a quadratic expression? The maximum power you have there is what? 2. Next to power of 1, then you have constant. So let's simplify further. So this is now 2 plus 10, that is 12. Then plus 6x minus x. This is minus 5x. Sorry, plus 5x. This one will go and make this. This and this will resolve themselves. So we have 12. This is 12. I want it to be in a very simpler, something everybody can see. This is plus 6x minus x. So this is plus 5x. Then what do you have here? Minus 3x squared plus 12. Very simple. You can as well rub off this because it's plus. It's equal to 0. Simple. So the next thing is that you can rewrite this as 3x squared minus 5x minus 12 is equal to 0. What did I do? You can take all of this just because I wanted this 3x squared to become positive. It's negative here. So if all this should go there and all the number you have here should come here, this 3x squared, so I don't want anything to give me stress as I'm solving. Stress of sign. So I've been able to get this one to be positive. So let's now factorize. This is now what? A quadratic expression. So let's factorize. Think of a number when multiplied, it will give you 36. Then when added, it will give you minus 5. That should be when multiplied, it will give us 36. What about 9 times 4? Yes, 9 times 4 is good. So we have 3x squared. 3x squared. 9 times 4, yes. Minus 9x. Let me go with it. Okay, minus 9x plus 4x, then minus 12 is equal to 0. You can see I've factorized this. Very simple. If you can't recollect the way I did it, please go and watch my video on quadratic equation. I took my time to explain factorizational method. So this is now 3x squared 9x minus 9x. So you factorize. So by the time you factorize, you have to put 2 in a bracket. So you have 3x squared minus 9x in a bracket, then plus 4x minus 12 in another bracket. Everything equal to 0. So you now think of a number. What can go in 3x squared? And sorry, yes, can go in 3x squared. Can also go in 9x. Very simple. 3x can go. So you have 3x into bracket s 9 minus 9, that's minus 3. So what can go in these two? 4 can go. So plus 4 into bracket x minus 3. So everything is equal to 0. So by the time you compare the brackets must be the same. So you pick one out of the brackets. So you have 3x plus 4, 3x plus 4. Then you close the brackets. You have x minus 3 is equal to 0. So you equate each to 0. You have 3x plus 4 is equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equal to 0. So if you continue with that, you say 3x is equal to 0 minus 4, or x is equal to 0 plus 3. So you can conveniently say that x is equal to minus 4 all over 3, or x is equal to 3. So those are the passive value of x. And that's all. So thank you for watching my channel. God bless you. In our next class, I will talk about the determinants of 3 by 3. Make sure you subscribe. God bless you.